Hi guys, welcome to part 4 of our famous scientists. We're going to go over 3 scientists today. And the first one we're going to look at is Alexander Fleming. Now, Alexander Fleming, he's a doctor and a bacteriologist. So let's break up that word. We know that ologist or ology is the study of. We know ist means someone who does something. And you can see the root word kind of looks like bacteria. So he's a doctor who studies bacteria. And he also discovered penicillin, which earned him the Nobel Prize in 1945. Now, if you've ever been sick and had to go to the doctor and they said that you need some antibiotics, you almost always get penicillin or a variant of penicillin. And what penicillin does is it's an antibiotic, so it can kill bacteria in your body, helping you get better when you're sick. Stephen Hawking is who we're going to talk about next. And Stephen Hawking is incredible. So you can see him right here in his picture. You can see that he's actually in a wheelchair. Now, Stephen Hawking wasn't born as someone with a disability. He was born as a typical person like you and I. And he developed a disease called ALS, or sometimes people call it Lou Gehrig's disease. And it made it very difficult for him to use his body after some time. So he was in a wheelchair for the remainder of his life. He used a computer to help him speak, where he would look at words with his eyes and it would speak them out loud for him. But it did not affect his incredible mind. He's brilliant. He's also known for being very, very funny. So Stephen Hawking was an English theoretical physicist, cosmologist, author, and director of research at the Center for Theoretical Cosmology with the University of Cambridge, and that's in Britain. And what cosmology is, it's the study of the universe. So he was the person who taught different cosmologists, and he researched and studied the universe. And when we talk about theoretical physics, that's what he did. Theoretical physics is it's people who are looking at things that are very difficult to test, and they have to come up with theories, like where the universe came from and those types of really big questions. And he also developed theories on the universe, black holes, time travel, how gravity works. He did amazing, amazing research. And most of the research he did after he was diagnosed with ALS and after he started having effects of this disease. Like I said, it affected him physically, but he was still an incredibly bright, smart man. And then the next one we're going to talk about, or the last one for today, is Nicholas Copernicus. And this is him right here, and you can see it's a drawing because Nicholas Copernicus was alive a very long time ago. But what he worked on is still used today. And one of the things that you just know to be true is something that he actually discovered, something that you wouldn't even think twice about. So he was alive during the Renaissance, and he's a Renaissance era mathematician and astronomer who created a model of the universe that put the sun at the center of the universe and not the earth. So before Nicholas Copernicus studied the universe, we thought the earth was in the middle and the other planets revolved around us. And that was an accepted theory because sometimes you can see other planets and you can see stars and you can see the moon when you look up at the sky and you see that they come back. They come back around, so it makes sense that they're revolving around us. If you see the Big Dipper constellation in the sky and you can follow it each night, and you can see that it looks like it goes in a circle. So people believed the earth was in the middle and these things out in space were revolving around us. Nicholas Copernicus used math and observations to see that actually Earth was moving around the sun. And so he developed what was called the heliocentric model of the universe. Helio is a root word that means sun, and centric means center. So the sun is at the center. He also worked with math and economics, and he created really important theories about money. So we covered 3 really important scientists today. The 3 people that we covered today developed things that are very important to our daily lives now. It's so interesting to learn about one person who created something that all of a sudden kind of changed the rest of the world. Think if we didn't have medicines like penicillin, what we would do when we get sick. If we still thought the earth was at the middle of the universe. Very, very interesting things. All right, guys, I will see you later.